Hey guys, this is the Ultimate Warrior here, and I am back with another Road to AX, or Anime Expo, 2018 video. And I honestly wish I did not have to make this video, because I wish that the situation never happened in the first place. But it did, and I wanted to kind of touch on it, or just kind of give my feelings on the whole situation, at least from my perspective. So, I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the news, but if you've heard a couple of days ago with the Southwest plane crashing or having to make an emergency stop. The news is everywhere if you want to check it out, but I'll keep the story short. Apparently there is some type of sorry about that, but apparently there's some type of engine failure midair. I think the engine or something exploded, and that caused one of the windows to break, sending a passenger partially sucked through the window. Other passengers tried to grab onto her and pretty much try to nurse her back to safety after being partially sucked out of a window with her seatbelt on, mind you. But eventually she died from the blunt force trauma, which you can imagine being at that altitude going several hundred miles an hour with debris flying everywhere. Yeah, it doesn't look good. But sadly this lady died. You know, she was a mother and a wife. And this story, it hits close to me. You say, how does it relate to Anime Expo? It relates because, well, I'll be flying Southwest for the very first time. I leave on the 4th of July. And I've heard about Southwest. I saw Southwest Airlines when I was flying. I can't remember what I was flying. I think I was flying Alaskan or Delta on the way there. And I kind of asked my sister at the time, like, hey, what do you think about Southwest? She was like, they're really good. And I heard good things about the Southwest Airlines. And she said, this year, let's see if you can book Southwest. Because you don't have to pay for up to 2 baggage fees. You don't have baggage fees with that for, I think, like up to 2. With 1 and the carry-on. So I booked my ticket, we booked our ticket, and I paid for Zach's ticket. That's my nephew who appears on my channel from time to time. He's the one I'm taking to Anime Expo with me. So, yeah, this will be my first time flying Southwest, and I'm not gonna lie, I am concerned, I am terrified, kind of, because let's think, that one woman, she did not go on that plane expecting to lose her life in such a manner. And it's scary. I could even understand a fiery crash if the planes just crashed. That would seem more likely than someone getting sucked out the window. And she had her seatbelt on. So just imagine being that one person out of all of the seats there, that one person to be in that seat that it happens. And yes, this was a freak accident, but just think of the possibility that it could happen. And I thought I would never fly United because I heard bad stuff about them, but at least to my knowledge, United has never killed anyone. Now, for the record, I would feel a little bit more comfortable on Southwest than United just because of all the bad stuff I've heard about United. But it still makes me nervous for Southwest, or being on Southwest, and that it could happen on any flight, but the fact that it had to happen on a flight that had a lot of good reviews and stuff, it makes me nervous. And if it's not me, it could have been my sister, or it could be my sister. She's going. I kind of depend on her for a lot of things. She's kind of teaching me the ropes of life. It could be her, or it could be my nephew. Like my nephew, he could be sitting at a window seat, something like this happens, the window blows out, he's smaller than that woman. And even with his seatbelt on, he could get sucked out completely. I can't imagine losing either of them. Honestly, I was kind of, I know this is probably terrible, but in my head, I didn't really share it with anyone, but I was thinking, let me just share this on Facebook. Tell my sister, you're getting by the window seat. Like, or I'm putting Zach near the window seat. I'm sitting on the far edge, but really, I'm not that cruel. If anything, I think I'd take the window seat. Just simply because, well, if something did happen, well, one, I'm a big person, so it might be a little bit harder for me to get sucked out the window, as opposed to my sister and my nephew, which I probably weigh more than both of them combined. But, you know, if one of us had to go and that situation happened, I'd much rather have it be me. I would much rather have it be me because, you know, my nephew, he's a young boy. He's going to be growing into a man soon. He has his whole life ahead of him. And my sister, she does much more for the community. So, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not really that much of a helpful person on this earth, so yeah, I will probably be not the least missed, but I don't have as many contributions to make as they do. Sorry that had to get a little bit grim, but you know, I never really wanted a seat by the window, as it seems to make me claustrophobic, but this kind of makes me think, yeah, maybe I should get a seat by the window. And I don't anticipate this happening. To be honest, I think if something were to happen, like I said earlier, I think it will just be a fiery explosion from the inside, from engine failure, or just the plane losing control and crashing and just totally burning up and killing half the people there. I honestly think that would probably happen on our flight before me getting sucked out the window. But just in case it did, I think I'd take the window seat. And it would suck that I would have paid all that money for Anime Expo and just to go like that. Of course, you know, our days are not promised. We could die at any moment, but you know, if someone has to get sucked out the window seat between the three of us, then let it be me, and hopefully it happens after Anime Expo. That would suck having to go there, do that on the way. It will suck regardless, but I guess you're like, well, how can you, why are you making a joke out of it? I'm not, well, for one, I can say what I want to because it's my channel. Not that anyone would be accusing me of that, but these are my feelings, and you know, everyone has feelings, whether or not they admit them. But it is sad, and you know, I hope the family gets a nice check or settlement from it, because you know, you can't replace a life, but at least try to make it easier for the family. And I really hope she's in heaven and she's in a much better place right now. I really hope so. But yeah, I really don't have an end goal in mind with this video. I just wanted to kind of express my thoughts on the matter. It's really tragic, and you know, just one more thing I kind of have to, well, not have to, but just kind of one more thing to consider, you know, flying. Even though driving is like 100 times more dangerous, it's more likely we could crash on the way to the airport. But you know, still have something so horrific happen as to getting sucked out of a window. That's scary, and I'm not gonna lie, if or when we get on that flight, I'm gonna be nervous, but I think I'll take the window seat if we're all sitting together, which I think I've never heard of an airplane that had 4 seats going across. I think the most I've seen is 3, which is the one we were on last year. So yeah, I might just switch out with my sister and definitely my nephew. As much as I want the The seat on the end, I might just, at least for my, I don't even know what to call it, mental security, I'll take the window seat. Or if I remember, which I probably will remember, or knowing me, I might just have a window seat anyway. But if not, I'll ask to switch with one of them. But yeah, this video's gone on long enough, and I don't really like to make sad, depressing videos. So I'm just going to end this video right now, and I will see you guys the next time. Hopefully. Alright guys, laters.